Now go stand in the corner and think about what you did.
G'day Lions, Lionesses and Lion Cubs, and welcome to episode 2 of Just Mezzing Around. I hope you enjoyed last week's episode, and I want to thank Craig Veman for giving up his time, telling us a bit about himself. Great achievement by Vino to crack 8,000 club runs, and he's 30 shy of being the third highest senior run scorer at the club, which is a fantastic achievement. And we've had some positive feedback from a few sources, and I want to thank Peter Starkey for his kind words, sending me a text message saying how much he enjoyed last week's episode. Thanks Peter, it means a lot, and hope you keep him well, mate. Our guest this week in episode 2 of Just Mezzing Around is one of the most graceful bats I've seen play at the club. Hard hitting, yet elegant, typical left-hander, and most dynamic fielder I've seen. And I just love watching the guy play for our club. But most importantly, he's always got a smile on his dial, and he's a really popular guy at the club. So I'd like to welcome in Benn Zomer. Hey Ben, thanks for joining Just Mezzing Around.
That's all right, mate. Thank you.
Now we've had a bit of a chuckle at our expense and your expense, and I'm just going to ask you a few questions about who you are and how you ended up at Moe. So first things first, your first name is Ben with a double N, which is most unusual.
Yes, it is.
Tell us about that.
Mum and Dad just wanted to keep it simple, I think. Save a few letters on the end, so yeah, just Ben, not Benjamin.
So not Benjamin.
Save it. Yeah.
Okay, so using that theory, I'm going to change my name for a couple of weeks. I'm going to be Stephen with a double N because I don't want to feel left out.
I think that's pretty good.
And I went through a couple of your teammates who could probably follow. We have Evan.
Nah, he can keep the one.
We have Nathan.
Yeah.
Jordan.
Yeah, Geordie's good egg. He could probably have 3, I reckon.
Keenan. Clinton. Leighton. Lachlan. Aaron. We've got another Ben Mac.
Yeah, Benny Mac. He's a bit different. He can keep the one.
One.
Yeah, we got to keep us separate.
And Lockie McKenzie also played a game, and he's another N. So now I reckon the skipper's first name begins with an N.
Yeah.
So should we be making him a Noah with a double N? That's a bit different.
Yeah, he's a different cat. He could get away with it.
Fair enough. Now, can you please tell us what's your heritage?
Oh, not Australian. I don't get too much into the heritage of everything, so.
Your grandparents?
Pa was just Aussie as it comes, sort of thing. And Dad's a bit of, so I think his mum and dad were a bit Dutch.
Bit
so
Dutch.
Bombing in that, so
excellent.
yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
I looked it up. I did my homework. And do you know what Zomer means in Dutch?
Oh, Dad's mentioned it. It's
quite appropriate to the sport we play.
I can't remember it off the top of my head.
Summer.
Yes.
It means summer.
Yeah.
So there you go. Now nicknames. Obviously, Zomes is the common choice. What other nicknames have you got at the club?
Benny. Noah likes to call me Benny Maz. I think he's missing him, so he's trying to lure him back.
Rightio. So he's using someone else's name as your nickname.
Yeah.
He's a weird cat.
Yeah.
Weird cat, our captain. Yeah. Now, can you please tell us the clubs you play for? Obviously, you're here at Moe. Prior to that, you played
at Latrobe before that, senior cricket and juniors, and played a couple of games at Yallourn North before all that. Yeah.
Fair enough. So played junior cricket at Yallourn North?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. How did you end up at Moe?
Little Paddy, he's sort of conned me to come across, but I just changed the scenery.
Yeah, good. Yeah. Nice work, Pat.
Yes.
You're a great addition to this fine club. Now I've had a bit of a look. So you played at Latrobe with Dad.
Yes. Yeah.
Left with his blessing too, I believe.
Not quite.
Not quite. He wasn't real happy.
Oh, he doesn't have too many friends at Moe, I don't think. So.
Hello, Michael, if you're listening.
Yes.
I looked up your stats at Moe. This is your second year at Moe. 410 runs and 41 200s.
Yes.
So one last year, 136 versus Toongabbie here, and then one a few weeks ago against Glengarry, 146. Which one's favourite?
Probably the last one.
The second one?
Yeah, probably the second one.
I would have thought it would be the first one. because you
The
would have
first
had-
one was nice, but I think the second one was harder.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
And you would have had great pleasure in the first 100 smacking a certain left arm bowler back over his head.
He copped a couple that day, but he easily gave it back in the next innings. So.
We're talking about teammate Keenan Hughes is now at Maui.
Yeah.
How many A-grade centuries for Dad since you've got 2?
I know he's got one.
He's got 1. All right, so
Is it just the one?
I don't know.
I know he's got one.
I was
Yeah,
thinking.
so
I was
he's
thinking
got a couple,
one.
I think.
Yeah,
So,
I was
yeah.
thinking one. Now we had a look at your stats for Latrobe, and your high score there was 68 not out twice.
Yeah.
But we had a look at how many runs you scored against Moe while you played for Latrobe. Your batting average for Latrobe was probably what you want as a bowling average. Wasn't too flattering. But the funny bit was you were dismissed 9 times against Moe by 9 different bowlers.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
Our stats man and cameraman
Yeah, right.
dug that out.
I'm
so
sure-
that was quite
I'm
quirky.
sure he's got one on top of me. So.
And with your bowling,
Accurate.
you picked up about 3 or 4 wickets. But what I liked was the guys you dismissed. So the guy that recruited you, obviously rated your bowling,
Yes.
got paid out
Yeah.
one day, and the skipper,
Yeah?
current skipper.
Yes,
You
yeah.
remember getting the skipper out
I
that
think
day?
I do, yeah.
Did you give him a send off?
Nah, too nice.
Yeah, too. Okay, fair enough. So playing and we'll say 10 years of A-grade cricket. Is there a game that stands out in your mind as your favourite game?
Look, the game here last year against Toongabbie, that was a really good win, especially with the past players upstairs watching and stuff. That was a good one. But well, obviously, you play to win the last game of the year, so
You do.
I've won a couple, but haven't produced much in them. But they were good wins as well. So.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Now, we looked back when you were playing for Latrobe and the guys who got you out. Obviously, I talked about there was 9 different bowlers had dismissed you 9 times. A guy who's not here today and got married last week was Josh Pickering. You were his only A-grade wicket.
Yes.
You remember that?
I do, and he celebrated
Did
quite exactly, I think. So, yeah.
Love a good celebration.
Yes, yeah.
Well, at least he got something out of it. Now, he got married, I think it was last Friday, and you're getting married fairly soon, I believe.
Yes, yep.
So engaged to Shelby, I
Yeah.
believe, and getting married in
January, yeah, early Jan.
early Jan, so missing cricket.
Yes.
Okay. So a bit of advice for Shelby. It's not too late to pull out. It's not too late. Not too late to call it off.
Look, I think Paddy would have a few words to have with that. So, no.
Now, talking about getting married in January or during cricket season, we did a bit of homework about current and past players who have done the same thing. Alan Phillip, Robert Sim, Matthew Clark, both Cake brothers, Paul Kane, Eddie Wild, who no longer plays at club, lives Torquay or something like that. He gets triple demerit points because he got married on grand final day when we played in the grand final. So he was missing, and his best man, who was also in the team, was missing. Peter Starkey, who I mentioned earlier, he doubled demerit points for him for getting married during cricket season and on Valentine's Day. And obviously the goat
Yes.
got married on cricket season as well. So now that you're getting married in January, do you two have a wedding registry set up for people to look on there to say down what presents you would like? And
No, we're not too fussed about that
Not
sort
too
of thing.
fussed.
So we're just happy for people to rock up and have a good time. So.
have you got a man cave or a shed or a bar or something like that?
Not quite at this stage. We're hoping to get one soon, but not quite.
Could bar mats be a good wedding gift?
Look, I wouldn't hate
You reckon you would need some bar mats?
it. Potentially, Riley Morty. I heard he's got a couple. So
And about getting married during cricket season. Brian Matheson, life member,
Yes.
club legend, sitting up in the room, sends his best wishes.
Yes.
And don't be surprised if you get a tap on the shoulder getting an open clearance.
Yeah.
Now, another sport of yours, a favourite sport of yours, is quite an indifferent or unusual sport in the valley, but you play baseball during the winter,
Yes.
I believe.
Yeah.
For
Moe Newborough.
Newborough.
Yep.
How many premierships have you won?
4.
4 senior premierships.
4. Yep.
Fantastic.
Yep.
And what happened this year? We don't. If no one was there to watch it, and it wasn't in the paper or it wasn't talked about, it didn't really happen, did it?
Yeah. No, didn't happen.
Disappointing
This
day.
year, I think this year was called off halfway through. I think. So.
Now, we've got Thursday nights. We have fantastic meals and stuff.
Yes.
But have you got a favourite food that you like?
I'm not too fussy, as long as it's not green. I'm pretty happy with it.
Fair enough.
Any meat, I'm good with. So.
Yeah, no worries. Well, I want to thank you for joining me and the club on Just Mezzing Around for episode 2. It's been good to have a chat, and like I said, love your smile, and you're quite an infectious person. So